Well, hello and welcome in, friends. How is everyone doing today? I hope you are well. My name is Sarah. I'm an intuitive energy reader, and if the title of this video made you want to click on it because you did pray recently, take this message as your own. There's probably something in this video that will resonate for you. So let's get right to the energy. I have been connecting with the ancestral realm recently in my meditations and bringing forth different messages that they have shown me. I write down messages. Sometimes I just see like symbols, or I'll see just a small like a picture of a place, and then it's up to me to go looking for what that means. And sometimes it takes a few days for the whole message to come through, and so I get like little bits and pieces, and then I get to put it together and bring it to you. So hopefully that makes sense. But again, it's my honor and privilege to bring forth these kind of messages because it's the ancestors' way of healing their past traumas. Because our ancestors are in our DNA, they're in our bones, they're in our blood, right? And so when we heal ourselves and we heal our traumas and we go for the things that make us happy, we are healing humanity. We also heal our ancestors. So I do a little bit of a different thing here. I mostly bring forth confirmations for people. So if you're looking for an answer, this arrives in your feed, this video, and what I'm saying so far is making sense. Trust, there's something here for you, okay? And for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your divine presence here. I really appreciate your support. Okay, let's get to the energy. Okay, goodness. The person I'm speaking to in the ancestral realm was a very bold, feminine sort of entity. For instance, I got the picture of someone riding a motorcycle in the desert, like down a long highway with just like nothing in the distance, just more road, just for miles and miles, right? And the person I'm seeing is on a motorcycle, just a beat up motorcycle, and they got a long braid out of their helmet. And it was built like a woman, but someone with a little bit of, not some little woman, like a larger woman. And right away I knew that this person was someone that displayed like this more masculine femininity, like, you know what I mean? And so, for instance, the person I'm speaking to, like, they didn't care what society said that they needed to look like. They dressed how they wanted. They chose a mode of transportation that most women wouldn't normally choose. They did everything outside of the box. They were a rebel. They were like the black sheep. They did everything that society said that they couldn't do, and they did it to the nth degree, right? They were awesome. That's the energy coming through. And the cards, then I asked, Spirit, what kind of message does this ancestor want to bring through? And so they want you to enjoy your happiness and your success at this time and to choose your path. So someone out there that I'm speaking to, you are trying to decide on a path that you want to follow. And I'm only going to read a couple of little snippets from the book, just so that we can get a clear understanding of the energy being brought forth. But you're being asked to connect with your deepest desires. Then choose the path that will make your heart and your soul sing. And that reminds me of this feminine relative ancestor that you had, whoever it might be, that didn't care what other people thought. they did what they wanted to do. And maybe they lived a life that didn't align with what society said. They loved people that society said that they couldn't love. They lived a life that society said was wrong for a person in that time period. And they basically were like, they didn't care. They gave the middle finger to everybody kind of thing. You know, that's how they lived. And so you're being asked to embody this kind of energy. And if anyone out there is hearing this and you remember an aunt or a sister or a cousin or someone, even a neighbor, someone that you remember that had this kind of tenacity, that they exuded, they did not care, they did what they wanted. I'm going to pull some tarot cards here in a minute to kind of get the energy. But I'm feeling very Queen of Wands, like, you know, the Queen of Wands in the tarot deck, she had a black cat. And in times of tarot, black cats were considered unlucky. They were not wanted around, but she had a black cat. In the card, there's a black cat. And she didn't care. She liked her cat. She was keeping her cat. And she didn't care what anyone else had to say about it. And so that's a very Queen of Wands energy is what I'm getting. Okay. I wrote down a few more notes about this energy that came through. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'm getting that this person might have even, like, this person was the kind of person that might have even lived in an unconventional place. Like, maybe they had like a trailer out in the middle of nowhere and they liked it that way. Or like maybe they lived in an old storefront, like at the top of a store, like a apartment on top of a store or something like that. Or maybe they lived in a ground floor kind of place that when you went inside, you were like, whoa, this place is so weird, or it's so cool. But they made a big impression on you. And, you know, shout out to my own aunts. I've got a few that are just so cool. Like, I looked up to them my whole life. And they definitely march to the beat of their own drum. That's what I'm feeling here. And the energy here, you're being encouraged to also embody this. It's a different time now, right? Now things are a little bit easier for those of us who are different. We can kind of be different, and it's a little bit more accepted than maybe 40, 50, 60 years ago, right? I say to young women all the time, now is the best time for women to live. Well, at least it was a few years ago. We can go on about that at another time, but people have more of a choice now, or at least they did. And that's what we need to get back to, where women and men, or however you identify, how you choose to live is what is accepted because it's from a place of love. And that should be all that you need in order to live however authentically you wish to be. So again, whoever's hearing this message, if you think of someone like this, their spirit is asking you to embody that kind of boldness in your own life and to take the time to reflect with the mirror guardian. This angel is asking you to look over what's happening right now, to look at your strengths, look at your challenges, see how far you've come, right? Recognize what gifts you have. Yeah, they're unconventional. They might be really out there. Okay? This message isn't for everybody. This is just for certain people that need to hear this message. Okay? So if any of this is resonating, let me know down below in the comments. It brings out in this card that the angels accept you just how you are. So do your ancestors. They don't care about societal norms, especially your ancestors. They've lived in your shoes, metaphorically speaking. They've walked on this planet. They have breathed. They have eaten. They have loved, and they've had their hearts broken. They've lost, right? They've lost. The angels accept you And even if you're going through a challenging time, they're still holding you in high esteem and they want to help you. Your ancestors wish to help you. Remember, you can connect with them at any time as long as you're coming from a place of genuine respect and honor for them, and you sit and wait to hear back from them, and you allow time and you're patient. You can also have a connection with your loved ones, and even those ones who you don't know their names. You know, it feels like maybe it's too vast to even contemplate, but there's that collective, right? That humanity of all that once was and all that will ever be. And we can connect with that energy, and we can heal that energy. Okay? So, you're being asked to see yourself as the angels see you. Isn't that beautiful? Lots of times we put ourselves down, but we're being asked to see ourselves as the angels see us. Your beliefs and your ideas are in fact what is being reflected to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within. And when this card appears, you're being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. What kind of things do you want to do? What sort of dreams do you have? Some of you want to move in a different direction with this traveler card. Some of you wish to embody that cool aunt, relative, ancestor on the motorcycle. You wish to maybe travel, maybe on a motorcycle across the US or maybe across Europe, backpacking, staying at different places, you know. You're being asked to embody that boldness, to just take a chance. I wish I would have done something like that when I was a younger woman. And that's not to say I still can't. But especially if this message is coming to someone who's free of responsibilities and life is calling to you, maybe the spirit of this ancestor is calling you to engage in something bold and wild, life-changing. You never know who you might meet on a trip, who you might meet when you decide to say, what the hell, I might as well put myself first and do this thing. There's no time like the present, right? We're not getting any younger. So let's do this. And that's really the energy I'm feeling. Let me go ahead and pull some tarot for you today. Okay, they're already jumping out. We're going to take the bottom one. So we have someone here with the King of Swords that's very, you're disciplined. You have high standards. And you're also very generous, right? Very generous. You believe in giving. Are you very good at receiving? Sometimes it's hard, isn't it? Some people might accuse you of having your head in the clouds. And that's kind of what this spirit that I was connecting with, that's kind of the energy that they were giving off to. That they were being accused of being irresponsible. Why doesn't so-and-so just settle down? Maybe someone is saying that about you. Maybe you don't want to settle down. Maybe you don't want to live the life that everyone says you should. You know? Maybe your parents mapped everything out for you and you're feeling like smothered. I just love the energy of this ancestor that came forward with the, you know, long braid flying behind the helmet, black leather, you know? It just gave such a great vibe. Okay, Spirit. So what's on the horizon for our collective here? Yeah, you were being called immature, being irresponsible. The Page of Pentacles came in the reverse. Maybe people were like, you know what? You have all this talent. You were really good at being an accountant. Why do you not want to be an accountant anymore? Well, maybe it was something that, your family said that you needed to do because they own an accounting firm, but you actually wanted to be a dancer. It's kind of like that sort of thing, right? And it's never too late. No, maybe you can't be in New York on this world stage as a ballerina when you're 50, but maybe you can offer ballet classes to seniors or something like that, right? And it still gives you that gratification. What else does Spirit want to tell us? Yeah, you're moving on. This is wonderful. You're moving on. Perhaps you are going to travel. Perhaps you are hoping to leave things in the distance so that you can just, I'm hearing, renew yourself, rejuvenate yourself, make over yourself. Yeah. Your family has an idealistic kind of plan for you. And you're not willing to hear it right now. Okay, well, let's choose a couple more cards to see you out. Yeah, you're overburdened. So you're definitely resonating with this. If this sounds like you're being asked by this ancestor to be bold and have a lot of fun and choose yourself. One more card, please. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You want to do this. This is fast-moving energy, and you're here for it. You want to be bold. And ask for your ancestors' help. You may not know their name, but you can definitely talk to them and say, let me embody that energy of Aunt Patty or whatever it was. I hope that this message resonated for some of you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.